Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for another playoff final watch-along today. And frankly, my last domestic match watch-along of the season. Thank you, everybody, all season. Real sense of celebration over these last few days that we've got to the end. It's been fantastic. Someone figure out how many watch-alongs we've done on the channel over the past season, because it's probably a frighteningly high number of hours. But thank you lot for joining me each and every single time. And I just tweeted out at Benjamin Bloom, go and vote in the poll on Twitter. We have 23 teams confirmed as being... That light's all over the place, isn't it? Swing that round. Does that look any better? There we go. We have 23 teams confirmed as being in the championship next season, and we are about to confirm number 24 because Blackpool or Lincoln are about to be promoted, one of those two, in the next couple of hours. I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. We have not yet had extra time in any of the watch-alongs yet, so we could be finishing around sort of 5 o'clock time. We'll be finishing at 5:30. We could be finishing at 5:45 if it goes the entire distance. But however long it takes, one or other of Blackpool or Lincoln, Neil Critchley or Michael Appleton, is going to be joining us in the championship next season. So for the last domestic game of the season, let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly, clearly. Make yourself be known in the chat. Give me a hello and give me a one-word answer. Blackpool or Lincoln? Who makes the championship? You have your say in the chat. I'm going to talk plenty. I want to hear from you guys. Let's say a big thank you to Charlie, who sponsors our watch-alongs. Charlie Frost, 30 years. A loyal royal. Here's to many more. Thank you, Charlie. He's been sponsoring all these, God knows how many. We must have gone over 100 watch-alongs this season if you include some of the review streams. Well, if you include the review streams, we're miles over. But actual games, it feels like we've done tons of them. So thank you, Charlie, for that. He got involved over on Patreon. You can do the same. Exclusive Q&A up there. Went up yesterday. We'll try and build up Patreon a bit. Have a little think about that over the summer. But thank you to all those people who support me there. And you can support via Super Chat at any point during the broadcast. Get involved in that way. Lots of generosity going on yesterday. Thank you to everybody for their Super Chats. And for the princely sum of absolutely nothing, you can hit like on the stream. I think we had like 300 likes or something yesterday, which is fantastic. So hit like. Remind me to remind everybody to hit like as well. And also, please hit subscribe. We are 16,669 or something. So if we get a good splurge today, we can get close to 16,700 to end out this season as we head toward the Euros. With that being said, I'll stick that one up there to remind you, and you don't need reminding, that it is the playoff final between Blackpool and Lincoln. Right now, plenty of action in the chat. Let's do the teams first, and then I will get into the chat. Let me know who you think is winning this one. Now, I will transparently admit I do not have the statistical knowledge of the League One playoffs that I do of the Championship playoffs. What I can tell you is we got third versus fifth. So Blackpool were third in a regular season. Lincoln fifth. Lincoln got past Sunderland in the semi-finals. Blackpool past Oxford. What I do know about the Championship playoff finals and the playoffs in general is contrary to maybe a 90s perpetuated myth, they're not a lottery, and they do in the main go with the league table, which would, of course, make Blackpool favourites today. Let me know what you think of that as a hypothesis. There are your teams. I might make them a bit bigger for you. How's that? There we go. And one big bit of team news as it pertains to the Blackpool team is that Ellis Sims is not playing. And he's not on the bench either. So Ellis Sims hurt himself. Sounds like they were practicing ready for a penalty shootout, I think. Last kick of the training session, said Neil Critchley, practicing a penalty. So terrible news for Ellis Sims. Bad news for Blackpool as well, because the Yates and Sims partnership, let's be fair, particularly in the first leg, but across both legs, really did for Oxford, didn't they, in the semi-finals. So no Sims today, which means a little change of shape. We normally get 2 up top, don't we? So let's call that a 4-2-3-1 today. We have seen all of those sort of attacking midfield players across the semi-finals. So they're not putting in anyone, just out of nowhere, are they? But goalkeeper Chris Maxwell with all of those clean sheets. Turton, he was on the score sheet in the semi-final first leg. He's the right back. Ballard with that brilliant assist in the second leg against Oxford. Husband and Garbett. And Garbett was really at it down that left-hand side, wasn't he? Particularly in the first half of the second leg against Oxford. So we're going to switch to a double pivot, we think, rather than the midfield shape they'd used before. Kenny Dougal and Kevin Stewart. And then Anderson Embleton, who scored a tremendous goal, didn't he, in the semi-final second leg, curling into the far corner. And Dimitri Mitchell, who didn't start the first leg, but did start the second leg, off Jerry Yates. So there is your Blackpool team. Let me know your thoughts. And obviously the big news, the Yates and Sims partnership, as I see Sims banging in some goals. God, it looks like a 3-2 and a 2-2 in the 2 league games. We'll have some of that between these two. So Lincoln haven't beaten Blackpool this season yet. Let's have a look at the bench then, guys. Sub-keeper there, Moore, Thornley, Gabriel, Ekpiteta, Ward, Hamilton, Medine. Looks like they've got a bit of everything across the pitch there in terms of strength coming off the bench. Your thoughts in on the Blackpool team, in particular, the absence of Sims. We know Blackpool are good defensively, but has their attack been blunted slightly, or can Jerry Yates carry the burden of not having Everton Loney Sims up top with him? For Lincoln, Palmer, and this is very much a team geared towards the second half of the second leg against Sunderland, where they played really, really well, didn't they? Palmer in goal, Paul, Iyoima, Walsh. So he's in over Monsma. He finished the game, didn't he? With Teo Aiden left back. Bridcut, McGrandles is in. McGrandles came on, and as Cod's Vlogs said in our review, did change the game, didn't he, Conor McGrandles? So he gets the start in there. George Grant, who's been a very handy goal-scoring midfielder. Then up top, it's Johnson and Rogers. So Scully is not playing. He's one of the ones, well, he's basically out for McGrandles, isn't he? And then Johnson's moved forward if the SofaScore shape is correct. And Tom Hopper, who got that vital goal in the second leg to bring it back to 2-1 in the Stadium of Light. There is the bench. Sam Long, Monsma, Bramall, Sanders, Scully, Morton, Anderson. There are your teams. There are your benches. Here come the players. I'd better go to the chat, hadn't I? Let's see what you guys are saying here. Let's go from the top. Upwards. Yeah, Sims out. One of the first ones we get. Wasn't expecting that one. Brian. Davey, don't know who I want to win this one. Blackpool for the nightlife. We had that come up a lot, didn't we? Or Lincoln for fetching the great unwashed right up the... Yeah, okay. Lincoln rock up late at 2:15, then go straight out to Wembley in black warm-up gear. Not great prep. Well, we'll see. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, I did hear get asked about that, and he did say it can work both ways. Sometimes the longer you can be there, this stadium can eat you up, can't it? Just the sheer magnitude of the occasion and the size of the stadium. Chris is going for Blackpool. So is Sam. Hi to Leeds 2021, and James and George. Here come the national anthem. Same singers as we had yesterday. There you go. They've got a gig for the week. Some musicians making some money. You love to see it. What else are we saying here? Hey to JR. Paddy, Blackpool for him as well. Blackpool, best side I've seen in League One. Yeah, 2-horse race, one-off game. This one. Hey, Ben, had to go into hiding yesterday, says Noah. Liam, what does leave your bias at the door thing mean? Liam, all that means is we want this to be a place where people can talk about football properly without club biases removing any logic to anything they've said. So, for example, if you support Manchester United, it's okay for you to acknowledge that other teams have good players. And I think we do quite well over here. Welcome along, Sophie and Luke. Morecambe, Newport tomorrow. Then the National League playoffs. I'm not done yet. I am, matey. I'm done. My missus is out in the garden. My last assignment here. Hey, it's lovely in Bedfordshire. I have to say. Annie, hello to you, my friend. Great contributions always from Annie in the chat. Another playoff final. You love to see it. More predictions for Blackpool. Davies overjoyed for Dundee. They won 2 trophies, didn't they? Ed says Blackpool. Hart wants Lincoln. I think the chat is quite heavily behind Blackpool here. Roberts enjoying the Graham Taylor link. Champions of Europe, says Riley. He must be a Chelsea fan. So congratulations to Chelsea, an English champion of Europe. The Sky team shapers got Liam Bridcut in the centre of the 3 rather than Conor McGrandles, which probably makes some sense. Neutrals can't go wrong, says Sean. Lincoln organic rise, Blackpool horrific previous owner. Yeah, fair comment. Fair comment indeed. Afternoon, Ben says Trevor, bad day as a Fulham fan. Come on, Lincoln. We are kicking off Top Tune in about 2 minutes, I reckon. Chris Maxwell is just chattering away to referee Harrington. Have I got that one right? Sometimes they change them, don't they? And I don't find out, and I'm calling them the wrong name. I'm sure I saw referee Gillett as well. He must be the 4th official or something in the tunnel. He was praised in the semi-finals. Solid Lincoln midfield, like both clubs. Wish that both could be promoted. Well, not going to work like that, Joe, but nicely put. Shame to hear about Ellis Sims, says James, who's an Everton fan. Gutted for him, of course. We just saw a question about Kai there, and I can't find it now because I scrolled down, but yeah, there we go. He's not around, of course. Iain went to Blackpool Exeter League 2 final. There were hardly any Pool fans there over the Oystons, of course, yeah. That's all changed now. The infamous Oyston regime there. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, Lincoln, says Dave. A lot of people sleeping on Lincoln. Interesting indeed. Right, here we go. Another playoff final. A sunny Wembley Stadium. It is Blackpool versus Lincoln. Referee Harrington is about to give us the start. We don't get any £170 million game nonsense today, but we do get the opportunity to join the madhouse. Which team wants to join the championship? It is Blackpool versus Lincoln. Here we go. Players just taking the knee. Kickoff is imminent, just seconds away. We are off. We'll try and get your timestamp on 1 minute. For those asking yesterday, sometimes if you're watching on Now TV, Sky Go, Smart TV, anything that goes through the internet, we get a little bit of a lag. Sometimes YouTube lags me as well. So if you want to try and get synced up, we give you a timestamp, and you can either pause me or pause whatever device you are watching. And we had someone said that they didn't watch yesterday because I was 20 seconds ahead. They missed the whole thing. And I said, we could have just paused me, but there you go. That's why we do that. Down the line come Lincoln wearing black again, down the right-hand side. Oh, it's into the near post, and it's in! Oh, what a start! Turton's put it into his own net after 50 seconds. Unbelievable start. The Lincoln fans are going crazy. It was Rogers down the right-hand side, I think. The cross went in low. It's a dreadful start for Blackpool. Turton gets his feet all in a muddle. I think Hopper was there on the near post. And can you believe it? Own goal within the first minute of this game. Unbelievable. It was Brennan Johnson, in fact, down the right. You've got to stop the cross there. Johnson versus Garbutt. Oh, Hopper missed it on the near post. I think Maxwell's expecting Hopper to touch that. So is Turton. Turton then gets his feet all in a muddle in the middle. Oh, no. Smacks it right. He knows the second that comes off his foot that's going in the back of the net. And would you believe it? Blackpool 0, Lincoln 1. If anyone got the goal time, I think about 45 seconds it took before that one flew in. I know we say it 46 seconds. Sky have just put it up. Unbelievable. I know we say it a lot on the channel. Cat amongst pigeons. A lot of predictions for Blackpool to be winning this. It is an own goal in 46 seconds. Any stat heads out there, has there ever been a quicker playoff final goal than that? There cannot have ever been a quicker playoff final goal than that. Neil Krissy looks very relaxed. He needs to be. They need to stick to their process, but they're going to have to come from a goal behind. Lincoln have the lead. Ollie Turton, own goal. I'm throwing the cap off my bottle everywhere with the carnage here. Own goal in 46 seconds. Wow. Let's go to the comments. Let's do timestamp. 3 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. There you go. There's your timestamp for 3 minutes. Maybe we'll need to give you a better one than that. Unbelievable. Oh, let's have a look in the chat here. Wow. Big tackle in the centre there from Jerry Yates. He's been penalised by referee Harrington there. Are we getting a wow today? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Goodness me. Goal. Oh, my God. I love the League One playoff final, says Iain. Yeah, experts as a Rotherham fan. Incredible start. Yeah, unbelievable. Lincoln lead within 1 minute. Lots of mind-blowing emojis going on. Incredible stuff. Just putting all the OMGs up. Playoffs never disappoint. Incredible start. Get your comments in. Blackpool 0, Lincoln 1. 46 seconds, and we get an own goal by Ollie Turton. It was Brennan Johnson down the right-hand side. He does well. He stands up Garbutt. Hopper just misses it on the near post. That puts off Maxwell, and it really puts off Ollie Turton, who sticks it into the empty net. An own goal gives Lincoln the early lead. Can anyone confirm or deny that that has got to be the quickest playoff final goal ever? Surely, surely, surely. Amazing. 5 years back, Millwall against Barnsley within 2 minutes. Who doesn't love this carnage? Well, there you go. Long throw in down the line into the shadow, and out the shadow comes Mitchell for Blackpool. Grant clears it out to Johnson, and here's Iyoima at the back. We spoke in the build-up about the fact that Lincoln have got quite a young team, didn't we? That will settle them beautifully, won't it, hey? Lincoln lead after 46 seconds. Here's Grant again, just slowing it down. Yates getting a bit of help up top there from Embleton, who looks like he's playing in the number 10 role. But here come Lincoln again. McGrandles. Oh, they've worked it well. They're playing really well. Another low cross from Brennan Johnson. And Husband puts it out on the near post. Lovely little bit of football there. On the underlap, actually, that time, Johnson receiving the ball first time from Paul, I think, the right back. And they look good down that right-hand side. We pegged that side of the pitch as being a good outlet for Blackpool because Garbutt had played so well in the semi-final against Oxford. In comes the corner. Ioima's up, goes to the edge of the box. Fed in. Walsh puts it in low. Cleared out by Ballard. 6 gone. Great start. Cat amongst pigeons already. And, Lincoln look good. Other than the goal, they've had another nice attacking phase, which has just, of course, ended as I praised them. But they lead 6 minutes, 40 seconds in. There you go. Chris has been on Google. Chris Tate of Leighton Orient scored the fastest ever playoff final goal in 27 seconds. Goodness me, for Leighton Orient. Woof. Sky said quickest in a League One playoff final. There we go. Brilliant stuff. Come on, Blackpool, says Reese. They've got to keep calm, haven't they? Good size, keep calm. Anyone can go behind, can't they? Set play. Freak start to a game like that. And incredibly, there's a Right Move advert playing around Wembley that says, your move. It is most definitely your move now, Blackpool, isn't it? Can they come back into this? They did not trail at any point in their semi-final against Oxford. They have to come from behind here. And we know it's like 29 clean sheets or something this season, that they have been defensively very, very sound. Here comes Johnson. Johnson is fouled. And Johnson is really got Luke Garbett on toast. Referee Harrington pulls out the yellow card for Garbett. Garbett knows. He looks straight down. Brennan Johnson has started the game, well, outstandingly well. It's a bad tackle by Garbett, who's just taken him out because he's been beaten. But yeah, great start to the game by Johnson down the right for Lincoln. Making up for his poor father, who did not have a very good playoff record, let's just say, and was injured very shortly into the playoff final. He played in the year 2000. Here comes the attacking set play for Lincoln. In from the right. Oh, goodness me. Walsh wins the header, kind of at the peak of his jump, so he can't control it particularly well. Heads it over the bar. There's a line of 4 zonally, just on the 6-yard box. And the ball drops between Husband and Turton, who scored the own goal, and it's headed over the top. Now, here come Blackpool. They've got Yates into the channel. Yates against Paul. Yates turns. Nice reverse ball by Yates. Oh, they try and cut it back. Embleton's in there, cleared away by Ioima, who played very well in the... Well, it's frankly in both legs he played well. The Lincoln centre half, Timothy Ioima. Here come Blackpool again. Crossed in from the left by Embleton. And cleared again by Ioima. Let's face it, best start for the neutral. You might be right there, Best English School. You might be right. Should have scored, Welsh, says Liam. Blackpool look very nervous. Need to get into this one, don't they? Calm everything down. Here's Turton, who did not want his name on the score sheet as an own goal scorer, did he? Goodness me. Chris adds, Orient went on to lose 4-2 to Blackpool. There is an omen. Ioima been on loan the last 2 seasons at Lincoln from Spurs. Luke, is he ready for the championship? There we go. Anna asks as well. Do we think he's ready for a championship gig with or without Lincoln next season? Spurs don't have a manager, do they? Here is Ballard, right centre back. Lays it across the pitch to Husband. Husband is going to go long into the channel. Looking for Yates, who is onside, I think. Good gather by Alex Palmer, the Lincoln keeper. We didn't get a shot of the linesman there. Obviously, the flag only goes up if the player actually plays the ball, so we don't know whether he was or he wasn't onside. If he was onside, best opening. Here is Rogers. Good switch of play out to Johnson. Johnson crosses in again from the right, and he is really the key protagonist in this game, Brennan Johnson. Luke, last home goal I remember, Naby Sarr for Charlton against Sunderland, and they went on to win. I was with our good friend Russ for that game, behind the goal, Luke, and you know me, don't you? I'm always sat there scribbling stuff in my notepad. I missed the goal. I saw it going in the net because obviously the stadium went up, but Naby Sarr's own goal was a back pass that pretty much caught the keeper out of position and just rolled into the back of the net. There you go, Russ. You were there with me, and I was quite pleased Russ was there with me. I said, what the hell just happened, mate? I didn't see it. Incredible stuff. Lincoln Loneys says, Adrian, Ioima, Rogers, Johnson, Palmer, Morton. Got to use that loan system in the lower divisions. Will Lincoln be in the small fish category? I don't know. You tell me in the chat. I'm not sure they would, actually. Historically, they've never been there, though, have they? But I don't know. Would you have Burton, Yeovil and Wickham as smaller than Lincoln? I think you probably would, wouldn't you? Interesting. Last time Blackpool went 1-0 down, they came back and won 3-2. 3-2 at half-time. That one, the famous Charlie Adam free kick from miles and miles out. Right, here's a free kick for Blackpool then. That Husband is going to launch forward towards the edge of the box. Here comes Husband, left-footed. In it goes. Looking for Mitchell. Big header away by Hopper. Recycled. Mitchell, good feet. Mitchell crosses from the right. Good block by Hopper. And we say this about a lot of physical strikers. Not only do they offer you goals, but as we saw repeatedly with Ivan Toney in the semi-finals, you get a big physical striker who can do well defensively from set plays. Corner to Blackpool then. The big guys are up. Ballard is there from centre-back. Garber is a good set play guy. In it comes good header out again by Hopper, wasn't it? What an aerial presence he is. In it goes long again. That is a terrible ball by, I think it was Husband who chased it out. And it goes out of play for a Lincoln throw. Blackpool 0, Lincoln 1. If you're just joining us, Lincoln take the lead on 46 seconds through an own goal by Oliver Turton, the Blackpool right back. And the irony of the whole thing, it was in exactly the right position that a right back should be on the cover. Just got his feet all in a muddle. Needs to clear it with the left foot, doesn't he? Goes with the right, sticks it in the empty net. Here's Turton again. Let's hope he's not defined by that goal. Plays the channel, Embleton, touch. And there is Liam Bridcut doing Liam Bridcut things and on the cover. But now Mitchell to the edge of the box, tries to hit it left-footed. Jerry Yates holds out his hands and says, why didn't you play me in? Mitchell, weak shot. Straight at the keeper with the left foot. He had a ball on to Anderson as well. Square ball as well as Yates on the back post. Here's Bridcut. Bridcut just dropping in between the two centre-backs there. Happy to do that. And it's a good switch of play. And Johnson's played it to Rogers. It's run past Rogers and Mitchell gets there. Mitchell get a little foul there. Yeah, good refereeing by referee Hamilton. Little clip on the ankles. And the Blackpool players are suggesting that if Luke Garbutt was booked for taking down Brennan Johnson, that also would be a yellow card. Alas, no. Another lockdown in Melbourne. That's not good. I hope everyone's okay over there in Oz. Yates plays it on to Garbutt. Garbutt slides in and wins the corner. Good example of a couple of strong players for Blackpool there. Yates holding it up. Garbutt arriving from fullback out of nowhere, actually flies past. Is it Johnson who didn't go with him? Well, he does actually make the block, to be fair. But, yeah, certainly watching this game, you're preferring Garbutt to be doing the defending and Johnson to be doing the attacking if you're a Lincoln fan. Corner in, headed out. Stewart tries to control it on the edge of the box. It looked like a good old-fashioned shoulder charge there. Penalised Teo Aiden. Is probably arguing exactly the same thing there. Let's have a look. Any excessive force? Oh, no. Let me know what you think in the chat. I didn't think that was a foul. But then again, I may be about 20 years out of date with that one. There is such thing as legal contact in football, isn't there? If you're holding your position in order to play the ball, which I thought he was. But anyway, I'm labouring the point. Free kick. In comes the free kick and sort of thighed away there. Husband clips it back in. Poor ball by Husband, headed out by McGrandles. And Garbutt over the other side now with Brennan Johnson. Good battle between those two, Garbutt and Johnson. Never. Just good strength, says Daryl. Yeah, I'm just reading out people who agree with me now. I thought it was more a barge from Stewart the other way. Yeah, it wasn't a foul for me. There we go. I normally try not to pile in on the referee. But yeah, I think got that one wrong. Never mind. Move on. Here's another one in the channels for Yates, who's very good at running the channels. Holds it up. He's offside, though. Yates gives the thumbs up. Got to do some extra work today, Yates, without Sims. Got to time his runs a bit better than that one, I think, as well. Oh, no, beg your pardon. Handball. My bad. Just bounces up. Yeah. Hits his kind of torso and then his arm, but kind of controlled it with the arm. Didn't he? Brian, really not sure what kind of formation or indeed formations our front four are playing, Ben. Maybe we should have gone light flight and started Medine. Well, Brian, I suspect you might see that, particularly if we get to half-time and it's 1-0 and we know Appleton is brave at half-time. I mean, in terms of the actual formation, it does seem like Embleton is supposed to be getting up and supporting Yates. I suppose when you're used to a front two, the worst thing that can happen is you try and put a 10 in and he doesn't really get too far forward. And then you tell the wide guys, you've got to come in a bit because it's need to support the striker. And then they don't get wide enough. And you get a few players kind of get lost in that, do you know what I mean? In that area in the middle of the pitch. And Lincoln have exploited down the right, haven't they? For sure. Anderson fouled by the normally excellent Ioima. And just as I was saying there, they do manage to exploit the kind of central area behind Jerry Yates there. And it's going to be a free kick, which Luke Garbutt, he's a good set play guy with the left foot, isn't he? And it's going to be Garbutt against a four-man wall and Alex Palmer. Now, how brave's Palmer going to be? Is he going to show him the left-hand side and then dive across there? Can Garbutt hit the target? Here comes Garbutt over the wall straight at Palmer. Palmer gets the placement right, but let's be fair, it wasn't a good free kick by Garbutt. And here come Lincoln again. Only goal at Wembley that has been earlier. Di Matteo, I remember that one. How many seconds was that? And he smashed that in, didn't he, Di Matteo? What a player he was. Goodness me. Where's Sims? Injured Harry. Here comes Hopper for Lincoln. Ellis Sims, if we believe exactly what Neil Critchley said, injured himself practicing a penalty. So we probably know who the Blackpool penalty takers are, or Neil Critchley does. already. League One playoff final. Oh, yeah, that could be interesting. We'll get a box, Russ, yeah? We'll get a box. Luke, you come with us, chip in. Ipswich in the excuse me. Ipswich in the playoff final next year. If that happens, we'll get a box. Don't know how many you can fit in. Oh, excuse me. Here is husband in the left centre-back position. Iain clears it out. They still look for that early ball to Yates. You do worry Yates playing up top on his own. He's going to be knackered if their main outlet is trying to get him on the ball early. 88 possession in the last 5 minutes, 88%, says Sky Sports. Iain concurs. Look, Yates needs support. That support today needs to come from Embleton as a 10, and Mitchell and Anderson have got to get a bit narrower, haven't they? Especially if the ball is going to go forward into Yates. His husband. And it goes down to Embleton, but he's robbed by Bridcut. Fed out to Rogers. Excuse me, Aiden in the shadow. And out for a throw-in. Bridcut does a lot of that shuffling across and cutting people out. 42 seconds from 30 yards. Great goal that was. Against Middlesbrough in the final. Was that the year Middlesbrough got to both cup finals and got relegated? Is that right? 97? The memory's not what it was. Craig, better game than yesterday. Both teams playing well going forward. Hopefully it will keep on going until the end for some excitement. Well, remember Craig as well into the bargain. You've got the lower ranked team who's leading against the higher ranked team. So in theory, the higher ranked team should have something in the tank to chase down the lower ranked team. But it's knockout football, isn't it? Tournament football. Here's McGrandles. Who did that come off last? Came off Ballard. Lincoln throw. Rogers. Rogers comes inside. Nice ball fed. George Grant. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, it opened right up. Grant holds his head. Maxwell has a good old dive to the right-hand side. It kind of clips right on the top of the crossbar there where the stakes is. Oh, it's unlucky. Oh, good effort by Grant. I think Maxwell's done. Oh, he's nowhere near it. Yeah. Hits basically the post and the bar at the top there and bounces off. Real simple stuff as well. Rogers just moved in off the left, fed it in, and Grant was really narrow. Nice space. And, well, you tell me, is Maxwell getting that if it's on target? Good effort by Grant. Good pace on it, but ultimately hits the bar. 17 goals and 13 assists, say Sky. That's some output for you, isn't it? 30 goal involvements from George Grant in League One. Excellent work from him. Nearly had another one there, didn't he? Here's Embleton. Embleton crosses, looking for Mitchell, who wins the header. I didn't expect him to be honest. Over the bar it goes. Good game, this. Lovely reverse ball by Anderson first off. Cross is just a bit floaty, isn't it? It's quite poor from Teo Aiden, actually. Gets caught right under the ball, jumps too early. Gives Mitchell the header. Can't control it. Over the bar. It goes. Here is Bridcut. Bridcut to Iain. Oh, nice little flick there. Doesn't quite come off. Nice idea to Brennan Johnson. Kevin Stewart sweeps it up. Two good defensive midfielders in Stewart and Bridcut playing in this game. Both played at the higher level, haven't they? So Lincoln close to going 2-0 up. Despite that, though, it has been Blackpool gradually building up a bit of a head of steam. Husband is on a hell of a run now. He's got a lucky bounce. He's gone through to Yates. Yates, Husband continues the run. Chance, Mitchell! Good save. Oh, big chance there. He hits it left-footed. It's straight at Palmer. Good run by James Husband. He kept it going. Yates picked it up, cut it back. Oh, Blackpool getting closer now. They're creating chances, aren't they? Good work from Husband. Earns his bit of luck there. It's a really good cutback by Yates. Look at that for a pick out. Left-footed. It's straight at the keeper, though, isn't it? I think Mitchell wants that on his right foot. Lots of time. Measures the shot. You can see he's hitting that with his weak foot, can't you? Can you either smash that as hard as you can and go through the keeper, or can you find the corner? He did neither. Here's Garbett. Good feet by Garbett. Crossing position. Good block by Paul. And there's a foul by Kenny Dougal on Brennan Johnson. Has to do better with that shot. He does, doesn't he? Got a touch as well if you did want to take it with the right foot. A few players between Mitchell and the goal. Thought it was going to be 1-1, says Carl. Good hand by Palmer. Straight at him. Wasn't it? Yeah, good punch away. Agreed. But yeah, he should do better, shouldn't he? Can you find the corner? Or can you take the keeper's head off? Here is Walsh at the back. We are 28-17 into the League One playoff final. Blackpool 0, Lincoln 1. Own goal by Ollie Turton in 46 seconds. George Grant hits the bar for Lincoln. However, you would have to suggest, let's see what their old attack momentum graph says, that Blackpool are picking up steam. Yeah, they are. Look. Where is it? Can you see it on the other screen? There you go. Big green monster there appearing is Blackpool pressure. But here come Lincoln. There's an offside flag. Up. Down that right-hand side against Poole. And possession is going to go back. Yeah, it's a good call by the linesman. He's right in front of him. Possession's going to go back to a Blackpool. (29-23) on the clock. There is Ellis Sims on the bench. Not fit, sadly. Here is Husband. Tries to play into Yates. They've won it back. And Blackpool keep up the possession. Let me try and give you a number. Yeah, 57% possession now, Blackpool, in this first 30 minutes. Full it goes for Yates. Yoima heads away. Bridcut heads on. Here is Bridcut again. Johnson down the right-hand side. Johnson v. Garbutt. And Garbutt, for I think the first time today, gets the better of Brennan Johnson. Going to be a throw in to Lincoln. Paul, Grant. Most unnecessary bit of volley tennis there, but they managed to get away with it, to be fair. It's looked into the channel for Aidan, who cannot control it. It's going to be a goal kick to Blackpool into the bargain. Well, it's not going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a free kick because Aidan was off side. Linesman's got that one right again by the look of it. Miscontrolled anyway, so it does not really matter. Possession handed back, and possession for Lincoln seems to be getting steadily less now, I think, as we've gone from sort of minute 15 through to minute 30, I would suggest. Now they're looking for Yates again. Iain there in front of him. Grant tries to turn Garb up. It's a bit of help from Anderson, and Blackpool come away with it. Yates. Brickcut has a little nibble at him there. Yates takes a look at referee Harrington, who isn't interested in giving a foul. Into the channel it goes. Here is Mitchell, who had that big chance, didn't he, with the left foot. They've doubled up on him, and Aidan gets it clear, only as far as Turton, the unlucky man with the own goal. Wrong place, wrong time there. Here's Embleton. Embleton crosses from the right, looking for Yates on the back post. He has totally overhit that, and it's out for a goal kick to Lincoln City. Blackpool 0, Lincoln 1. 32-30 on the clock. Brickcut is doing well. Did okay for us. Faded away a bit. Yeah, good player, Brickcut. It's quite a bespoke position, that defensive midfielder one. And you're literally there, be in the right place, win the ball, give it to someone better than you. Is that, that's someone better. Someone more creative than you. Even, what's his name for Chelsea plays that way, doesn't he? Oh, now Yates has taken it off Grant. Yates, he's got Embleton up with him. Embleton, edge of the box. Embleton, he's overplayed that. He's got it back, though. Embleton still plays it on Dougal. Dougal hits the shot low, and it's 1-1. And Blackpool have equalised. Dougal scored in the second leg of the semi-final against Oxford. He's repeated the trick again. It came from a giveaway by George Grant, and Blackpool have equalised on 32 minutes. It has been coming. Blackpool 1, Lincoln 1. Embleton patient in the end, lays it off to Dougal. It's poor from Grant. He gets caught on the ball. They're trying to play out. Yates carries on with it. Yates to Embleton. They're appealing for a handball, actually. I'll have another look at that when Sky give me the angle. It's driven at Embleton. Now, we'll get a good look now. Crikey. See another replay. Tries to pull the arm out of the way. I know that's irrelevant. It's driven at him. I'm going to plead the fifth until I see a better angle. What I will say is it's a good finish by Dougal. I mean, that's a hard one. He's trying to get his arm out of the way. It hits about there. Is his arm in an unnatural position? I'm not sure it is. I think we're looking at an unnatural position as the arm being extended out from the body, and it's quoted in the laws about it being above the head as well. I think it would have been a harsh one to give a handball on that. He kind of pulls away. It does hit the arm. I'm not disputing that. But the question is, deliberate is now kind of defined as, is the arm in an unnatural position? I'm not sure it is. Does it then lead directly to a goal is the next question. Because remember, even if it's not deliberate, but it leads directly to a goal, so it could have been squidged out for that if VAR was checking it. VAR is not checking it. So, yeah, an interesting one. A mere mortal referee would do well to spot that without any help from VAR. We saw one the other day, didn't we, where it was deemed... Oh, who was that goal? It was in the Premier League. I can't remember. Someone tell me in the chat. Where it was deemed that it had gone long enough. It's Harry Kane, wasn't it? Did Bale score? And they deemed it long enough. I don't think they would have deemed that long enough because it hits the arm and then the ball's played and then it's in the net. So I suspect if there'd been VAR, they would have chalked that one off. Probably not for arm in unnatural position, but probably for it being de facto deliberate because the goal scored straight after. I have to say, I prefer it this way. I don't like seeing goals chalked off like that, where the ball gets blasted, hits someone's arm, and then away you go. But the laws are the laws. So having thought about it and rambled about it for a couple of minutes, I will say that probably would have been chalked off if VAR had been there. But VAR's not there, and the goal stands, and you can't really expect a referee in real time to be judging that. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible, isn't it? Right, in goes the free kick for Lincoln. It's broken. Sorry, Lincoln set play, by the way, whilst I was pontificating about the handball laws and how they stand at the moment. It was a Lincoln free kick, nodded out. We'll get your views here in a second. Aidan slashes it over the bar. Deserved equaliser. Keeper poor. If VAR is in place, that goal is ruled out. Yeah, I think I agree, actually. I do. Should have saved it, but it was a handball. Playing out of the defence in League One. Well, I won't read that, but yes, a mistake there. Did I have VAR? Evidently not. Controversy. Difficult in the Prem would have been ruled out, but he tried to pull away. So I'd say a good decision. Here come Blackpool down the right with Mitchell. Mitchell crosses in. Oh, Turton was up there. Don't understand the handball rule anymore. For me, he didn't try and claim a deliberate advantage. Yeah, remember, they've written that out as it's what happens after now that can also define whether it's handball or not. And we now know if you score immediately after the handball, it doesn't matter whether deliberate or an advantage. They class the goal as the advantage you've got from the handball. So what a mess. Got to love the handball law, haven't you? I think we can all probably agree it would have been chalked off if VAR had been on it. But I'm kind of not too disappointed that we don't lose goals like that. All getting a wee bit tense. Rather play than watch all day long. Yeah, right. Poor goalkeeping from Palmer, regardless of its handball, down to his right. Johnson looks a player. Yes, we'll probably see him for Forest next season. A lot of people agreeing on that. Even if it is handball, keeper should save it. Palmer's efforts to save Dougal's shot there, not commended in the chat. .39 minutes, 12 on the clock. Actually, we'll have a good look at Palmer here. He sees it a little bit late. It's very hard. It's very low. He does get a hand to it, doesn't it? The hand's not strong enough. And Dougal, who I saw play for low shot by Embleton. Yates was well positioned. Blackpool are on top here. I was going to say Dougal, I saw play for Barnsley, I think. Is that right? Last season? VAR would have found a toenail offside somewhere, because it would. Absolutely. Hope Lincoln wins so Bristol City can buy Yates. I think there'll be a few want to buy Yates, won't there? 40 minutes down. Blackpool 1. Lincoln 1. Blackpool on top, I would say. Maxwell goes long with the right foot. Mitchell kind of wins the header. It's gone back to Stewart anyway. Stewart with a diagonal. It's a great ball, that. Here's Anderson. Anderson, stand up. Brennan Johnson into the box. Knocked back. Garbett. Garbett back to Anderson. And Dougal, patient from Blackpool. Garbett trying to get him to crossing position on the left foot. Here's Anderson again. Dougal. Garbett. He's going to cross it now. Touch. Crossed from deep. Mitchell wins the header. Much better header that time by Dimitri Mitchell. Nearly made the most of that. And it's saved down to the right by Palmer. How often do we say that? He had a far easier header a few minutes back, and he does far better with the far more difficult one. Either way, Palmer makes the save. Here is Eyoima, Lincoln centre half. Shot comes between the legs of the defender, so I'd be inclined to say well done to the scorer. They're having the skill, not the keeper's fault. Dougal played a part in Barnsley's promotion in 1819. Not on my radar, Adrian, but I will believe you. We're far deeper into all of this stuff now in 2021. And I'm trying to keep an eye on who's coming up to the championship at the moment. We do not know because it's Blackpool 1, Lincoln 1. And at the moment, we're headed for extra time. There's another one in the channel. They're unapologetic, Blackpool, aren't they? They're not afraid to look for Yates early. Very effective. More effective if Sims is there as well. But looking decent today. One of those quirky stats here. Lincoln have scored and hit the bar, haven't they? Or the post and the bar, whatever you want to call it. But they've had no shots on target because the woodwork doesn't count, and an own goal is literally not a shot on target because you didn't have the shot. Maxwell, look at that. Tries to ping it out to right back Turton. Didn't have it in the locker, Chris Maxwell, did he? That pass. Aiden, 43 on the clock. He tries to clip it down the line, takes the deflection. Out it goes. For a throw-in for Lincoln, which Aiden's going to take. I suspect, and we'll ask them if we got any Blackpool in the chat, Blackpool fans would probably suggest that if you just take out minute number 1, which I know is not the best way to analyse football, but for the most part in this half, they'd probably be quite happy with this, wouldn't they? Here's Rogers, popped up over on the right. It's gone through to Maxwell, who clears. If Anderson's kept that in, that's brilliant play. I think he has. Anderson pulling it out of the sky. Running it down the line. And in the end, Regan Paul fouls him. Great play by Keshi Anderson there. No right, really, to even control that one, let alone take it 10 yards up the pitch and win a free kick. Lining up the free kick now, Blackpool. I think it's going to go in the box, actually. Garbett, inevitably, is going to pop it in. Or is he? Maybe it's the right foot of Embleton. Maybe it's going to be an in-swinger. Yes, it is. In it goes from Embleton, nodded down. And surely a foul there on the edge of the box on Teo Aiden by Kevin Stewart. I think we call that a good foul because if Aiden had gone past him, then there was a counter, and that was stopped at source, let's just say, by the defensively minded Kevin Stewart for Blackpool. Here comes the free kick, played long by Palmer. McGrandle's making a big chase. It's gone into the left back area. And Garbett makes the clearance. Here's Walsh. Aiden. Fouled? No. No foul. Given away. Free kick. Throw in. Throw into Blackpool. I'm all over the place. Turton's going to take it. And the whistle has gone for half-time, in fact. It is Blackpool 1, Lincoln 1. Good game, this. Really good. Incredible start. Blackpool going behind on 46 seconds. Lincoln lead through a Ollie Turton own goal. Brennan Johnson, well, let's be honest, he roasted Luke Garbutt down the right-hand side. Got the cross in. Hopper, it just doesn't get there first. And that kind of fools Maxwell in the goal. Across it goes. Turton gets his feet all in the wrong place and sticks it in his own net for 1-0 on 46 seconds. From really that moment on, Blackpool then start to slowly get into the game, and they obviously end the half really as the better side. Now, there was a chance for Blackpool, for Lincoln, where George Grant hit the bar. Big chance for Dimitri Mitchell as well for Blackpool before Blackpool did indeed equalise. I think we've done chapter and verse on the Blackpool goal, and it probably would have been struck off if there'd been VAR, quite soullessly, because as the ball smacked clear, even though I think it's Embleton, isn't it, tries to get his arm out the way, it does hit the arm. He then squares it and Dougal sticks it in the net. But no VAR, no goal ruled out. And Blackpool just forcing the issue, I think, towards the end of the half. Let me know what you thought in terms of that first half. I'm just going to throw the numbers up, and then we can do a little bit of Q&A if you want. Also, talk about anything you like over half time. Also, how do you see the second half playing out? Will Blackpool bring big Gary Medine in next to Jerry Yates? There are your numbers, 52-48 to Blackpool in terms of possession, 7 shots to 3. And there's your quirky statistic. Blackpool have conceded no shots on target, and Lincoln have scored with no shots on target, of course, by virtue of the fact it was an own goal. 2 corners to 1, Blackpool's favour. 1 big chance a piece. So what was the Lincoln big chance then? Because it wouldn't be the goal, would it? Because they literally didn't score it. Interesting. Are we talking a headed chance there? I wonder what SofaScore have got that one down as 200 passes to 179 in favour of Blackpool. Let me know what you think of the first half. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the second half. Of course, I've got to do a quick bit of pluggery, haven't I? Let's do it right now and say you can get, it's shiny there, isn't it? Let's do it like that. You can get yourself one of these lovely Cards Plug cards with your face and your name on it. You can get one with my face and my name on it as well. I don't know why you would want to do that. Maybe we should give this one away, although I'm sure I'll then get tweeted someone burning it or sliding down an icy hill on the back of it or something. But I'm not going to give it away because I like it a lot. This is my Cards Plug with my stats on it. Go and get involved. If you do want to get one of these, even if you want to go and have a look, go in via cardsplug.com/Bloom. And if you end up buying one, enter discount code Bloom at the checkout and you will get 20% off your order. Go and get involved. Even if you haven't got 95 on passing, you can still get one. Don't feel because you're not as good as I am at passing that you wouldn't want to get one with lower numbers than I naturally would have. But there is no barrier to entry in that regard. Cardsplug.com/Bloom. Enter discount code Bloom at checkout. Next day delivery, wall fixings, lots of good stuff over there at Cards Plug. Blackpool 1, Lincoln 1, as my earphone falls out of my ear. Half time. Let's have a look at some of your thoughts in the chat. By the way, please hit like and subscribe. Let me give you a live subscriber count. How close are we to 16,700. We will find out on my YouTube app right now. 6672. That's decent. We are 28 away. So please hit subscribe and see if we can get to 16,700. And then I can update that ticker down there, which is always good fun because it says 16.6. It could say 16.7. They're just playing back the own goal here by Turton. Slid down the line. It's just really good on the right wing from Johnson. Garber, stop the cross. He can't. And it's into the own net by Ollie Turton. And yeah, Hopper completely fools Maxwell. Maxwell stops that easily if Hopper doesn't run across him. He's expecting the shot. Probably going to save the shot as well. Probably the only way they score from that is the way they did. But it is what it is. The ball ended up in the net. Right. What are you guys saying in the chat? Chloe, my family got in with tickets. I don't know. Watching this while waiting for the family in spoons. That sounds outstanding. Can't you order a drink off the app at Wetherspoons? Someone get a round in for Chloe if she's still in the chat watching this in Wetherspoons in Wembley, presumably. What else are we saying in the chat? Am I doing the Euro fantasy football game? No, I won't, Owen. I will be completely transparent and say I don't know enough about it. My team probably wouldn't be very good. We're just seeing the Dougal goal again. I think we've done that to death. I think I've made my position clear on that. Decent 45. It was good, wasn't it, Iain? I enjoyed that one. A lot of people saying that once Brentford went 2 up yesterday, and Swansea being Swansea, would have preferred it not to be chasing a lead, that this may have been a better watch. Much better game than yesterday. Yeah. Lincoln hit the bar. Yes, they did. Wasn't a big chance, though, and it wasn't a shot on target, was it? Woodwork doesn't. I think that's what Paddy's referring to. Charlie, I think Lincoln need to try and get a goal within the first 15-20. Blackpool have been controlling that first half. They continue to do so. They will eventually punish Lincoln. I still think Lincoln look the classier. What, as in flow of play, Dave? Possibly. There are different ways to move the ball, though, and Blackpool certainly do it effectively. Gazzamadine winner. Mark my words. Could happen. How are the pint glasses going? Non-existent, Nat. I must do it. Must do it. 99 sore neck. I don't talk to you about my neck. You can see me grabbing at it every two. I had a better night's sleep last night, I have to say. So that is optimism. Hopefully reasons for optimism. Lincoln manager Appleton will change things up. Well, he did in the semi, didn't he? Made a difference. By passing, you mean on the washing up? I have a dishwasher for that, Gazza. And I get in trouble. I put the spare stuff into soak. Get in bother. Deary me. Could the stats be minus? Absolutely not. Brilliant. Poor Turton, says Helen. Wrong place, wrong time for Turton. An imperfect storm for him. And he's exactly where he didn't want to be. Nick, come on, Blackpool. Tony, I like the lack of drama in yesterday's game after 20 minutes. I'm sure you did. James, who looks more likely to go up? Probably Blackpool edging it at the moment. Pat, sat in the sunshine on the boat on the Lancaster Canal, watching the match and listening to you from Pat and Ali. Lovely stuff, Pat. And probably you need to put some sun cream on today. Gazmadine, goal machine. Lincoln need to attack more. They started to defend in the first half at Sunderland. Didn't happen, so they need to go in for it again. It came close to that second, didn't they? But yeah, they've hardly dominated this one. But as I think it was Dave pointed it out earlier, they do have quality there going forward. Harry, what level of football did I play at? I wasn't too good at football, Harry. I played lots of 5-a-side with my mates and 6-a-side, but not really a lot at 11 aside, and not a lot for the last few years, believe me, as well. Life gets in the way. Jude, UBs. Yeah, congratulations to Brentford, who were promoted yesterday. And I've made a lovely video, actually. Let's see if I can plug it to you using my mobile telephone. Can you see that? Brentford promoted, how they did it. And 472 people have watched that in the past 2 hours, which is wonderful. So go and check that out later on if you want to give that a look. Let's ask for some more questions. Sky are on their last water break. I'm being sold tonic water on the TV. It's better than that erectile dysfunction advert that always seems to play during the football and makes all us football fans why we're being targeted with such advertising. But there you go. Do I want to buy a mattress as well? There we go. It's a very good video. Thank you, Tony. Proper deep dive, that one, wasn't it? A 7-year deep dive into Brentford's promotion. Congratulations for yesterday. Yeah, well done, Brentford. Good job. Could do with Blackpool going up. Commiserations, obviously, to Swansea, so don't accused of any amount of bias. Could do with Blackpool going up. Don't get too many Luton home games. As I live up north, so I need some more away games. There's always a reason, isn't there, James? Hey? Yeah, Luton to, well, I'm near Luton, as you know. Luton to Blackpool, that's a trek. That is a trek. Still can't believe it. Love the vid. Great video. Thank you, Jude. Thank you for watching. Really interested to see what Brentford do during the summer. I said in the video, the most Brentford thing possible would be to sell Ivan Toney like tomorrow and go and sign 4 players from France for 10 million quid each or something. I don't think that'll happen, but that would amuse me. Would be very Brentford, wouldn't it? Right, before we get back into the second half, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, hit like on the stream. If you really want to support my work here, we're getting there now. We're getting some sponsorships and things like that. We're starting to make some money on the channel. Still need the help of those lovely people on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. I know there's plenty of you here as well. And you get some exclusive content down the Patreon feed as well. And you can support via Super Chat right here on YouTube as well. Become the king of the bin or own Pedant Corner. Whatever takes your fancy, hey. And, of course, subscribe. Ring the bell for notification. Cards plug. We can do that today. Cardsplug.com/Bloom. Enter discount code Bloom at checkouts. Blackpool 1. Lincoln 1. Sky trying to get me to watch international cricket in June. No offence, I will not be doing so. I spend too much time watching football. That is my sport allowance in my head. Formula 1 as well. Not for me, Clive. We'll stick with the football here on the channel. Anyone watch cricket and Formula 1? Or Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul? Next Sunday at midnight. Floyd Mayweather. His last 2 fights have been against a UFC fighter and a YouTuber, right? Am I right? And I'm sure he's made more money in those 2 events than all of us put together will make in all of our lifetimes times about 10. Unbelievable. What are we saying here? Warburton, Dykehausen, Carsley, Smith. There you go. And he's watched 2 as well. Brilliant stuff. Lincoln's a top day out too. Mino speed cameras on the way in. The edge Brentford had due to early adoption is probably weighing down. Every team has data now. Oh, yes, they do. They do indeed. How dare I not watch international cricket? I haven't got the time to watch cricket. These day-long games. Every time I go to Forest, the cricket stadium's right next door, isn't it? Always have a little peer in. Tend to park that side. Formula One. 99 best commentary. Thanks, Leeds 2021. Cricket, definitely. F1 is my second sport. Well, there you go. Probably want to get one of these Sky Sports subscriptions. Right, here come the players. Blackpool away and a magnificent away day. Tuesday night in February for Iain if they don't go up. Right, let me know what you think in terms of this second half. Are we going to extra time? We're going to have a winner in the 90 here. Who's it going to be? I think Michael Appleton's putting some sun cream on in the direct sunlight there. You can see the dugouts are not in the shade there. We're getting ready for the second half. Players are so eager that they have to have a second go at the centre, but away we go. It is Blackpool 1, Lincoln 1. A Turton own goal and Dougal with the equaliser for a Lincoln. We'll get a timestamp done as soon as we can. No substitutes, by the way. We'll bang through the teams in just a sec. Try and get the timestamp done first. Blackpool in 90. Turton for Blackpool. Lincoln to win it. Blackpool 87th minute winner. There you go. Specific. Smug flyer down there. Turton throws it into Embleton. And they're going to go back into centre half. And here's Husband. Right, here comes your timestamp for 46 minutes. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. And you can get lined up. 3, 2, 1. Stamp. 46 minutes. Here's Hopper against Husband. Husband gets that easily back to Maxwell. Oh, Maxwell gets really lucky. There's a horrible goal kick. And now Dougal has tried to slip it through looking for Yates. That would have been a very interesting one. It was a really bad slide rule pass out by Chris Maxwell. And then it was a lucky bounce through to Dougal. Dougal tries to get it forward quickly on the floor, indeed, to Yates, as is the plan often for Blackpool. Get Yates on the ball, 1v1. Doesn't manage to complete the pass. Blackpool to win in 90. Kissadeff incoming, Lincoln to win a 3-1. Oh, now here comes Embleton. Aidan cleared up the line. And Rogers has got it for Lincoln. Skips away from Ballard. That's probably going to be a yellow card, actually. Ballard using his arms into the tackle. Yeah, I've done this before. Here comes the yellow card. Referee Harrington pulls out the yellow. And Ballard is booked. Probably a good time to do the teams while they set for this free kick. And I can also tell you then that Luke Garbutt is the only other player on a yellow card. Maxwell, Turton, Ballard, Husband, Garbutt, Mitchell, Stewart, Dougal, Anderson, Yates and Embleton. Palmer in goal for Lincoln. Poole, Iyoima, Walsh, Aidan. Bridcut, McGrandles, Grant, Johnson, Hopper and Rogers. Those are our teams. It is 1-1 and we are 48 minutes into this one. And it looks like my iPad up here needs a little bit of juice. There we go. How about that? Throw in to Lincoln. Regan Poole is going to take it. Poole to Rogers. Back to Poole. Hopper knocks it off. Here's Hopper, edge of the box. Dougal gets in the way. Bridcut switches it out to Aidan. Grant. Aidan. Can you get a cross in? No. He's trying the give and go with Rogers. And I think Aidan is going to be penalised for a foul. He thought he was going to win a corner there off Turton, but just gets a little tangle of the feet. He's got his hand on his back as well, which never plays well with referees. Come on, Lincoln. What a football manager save next season. I had to retire from Football Manager. Spent way too long in it in my younger days. Here's one into the channel for Mitchell. Mitchell versus Aidan in the right wing position for Blackpool. Mitchell, Embleton. Mitchell again down the right. Turton, give and go. Here comes Turton. Embleton into the box. Iyoima always sets himself in the right position, Iyoima. He's not often running onto a ball when he clears it. He's normally just in the right spot, isn't he? And he was yet again there. A little bit of help from Paul as Embleton charged in down the right. And it's a corner for Blackpool. It's going to be an in-swinger from Garbett. In it comes, punched by Palmer. Turton back out to Garbett. Can he get it on the left foot? Grant doesn't want him to. Little one into Turton now. Turton stands up the cross. Yates was there. And it comes out to Kevin Stewart. Way up high and slices it over the net. Two defenders on yellows, and they have a bit of pace here with Rogers and Johnson. Don't fancy 110, 120 minutes. Yeah, interesting. COVID-19 symptoms include a neck ache. Hope not. Will I miss the super streams next season? I mean, we have to ask you guys about that, don't we? Do I keep doing the super streams on the Saturday? Is there going to be enough of an audience not at games? I don't know. Will the numbers completely drop off? Do I need to be at games on Saturdays? You guys need to tell me in the chat on the Saturday super streams. I've thoroughly enjoyed going to them, and I'm sure I can get to plenty enough midweek games to still get my fix on going to games. So maybe we do keep doing them. Who knows, hey? His husband. Lincoln will win it. Always seem to do much better in the second half. Blackpool goal wouldn't have been allowed in other circumstances, says Chloe. Here's Dougal. Stewart. Ballard can go all the way home. Do let me know about the super streams. Going to be planning next season's content after the Euros. So we want to give people what they want. Blackpool won. Lincoln won. Saturday wouldn't be the same anymore. Well, there you go, Ben. Not for me either. Flicked on by Rogers. I go to 90% of my team's games, so I wouldn't be around much, but I'm sure plenty would be interested. I mean, I guess it's a way to engage with as many fans as possible, although it is lovely to go to a game and engage specifically with those two sets of fans. There's Iain Holloway, a bit of a Blackpool ledge, a bit of a playoff guru as well. Wasn't he, Ollie? Here is Mitchell, crosses in. Oh, it's bounced. Here's Yates. Yates touch, knocks it off. Dougal! Dougal! And he's done it again! This time with the right foot. Dougal makes it 2-1 for Blackpool in front of the Blackpool fans. Down at that end of the pitch is Blackpool 2, Lincoln 1. And Kenny Dougal is on a playoff final hat-trick. Blackpool lead for the first time. They've come from behind, crossed in from the right-hand side. They work it nicely, swung in with the left foot. Yates, touch, lays it off. It's a good finish again by Dougal, drilled low with the right foot. Not only is he on a playoff final hat-trick, he's on a playoff final perfect hat-trick. I think people will give Palmer a bit more of a pass on this one because it's drilled right through two players. And it's excellent from Kenny Dougal. And it's Blackpool 2, Lincoln 1. Stop the clocks. Blackpool are going up to the Championship as things stand. Ooh. Dougal has done it again. 2 goals for Kenny Dougal. And he scored in the semi-final. 3 in the last 2. Wow. What are you guys saying in the chat? We'll talk more about Super Streams. We've got a goal to talk about. Dougal, again, look at those Blackpool fans. Loving it. Get in. Beauty. Advantage. Blackpool. Double. Dougal. Feared it would swing Blackpool's way after the early shock. Give Dougal a sugar lump. That was massive. Goalkeeper doesn't seem to like low shots. Fully deserved. Goal. Shaylee's here as well as I'm screaming. Are you in the garden, Shayley? Brilliant. Just me, or is that the same goal they conceded for the first one? Same player, different foot. Which way was he diving? Yeah, he was diving to his right, wasn't he? Dougal brace, get him to Bramall Lane. Well, there we go. He's played in Yorkshire as well. Blackpool 2, Lincoln 1. Dougal gets his second. As Sky, I don't know if there's any point in them telling us this, tell us that the highest percentage by any club of second half goals is scored by Lincoln. Say hello to Shayley, everybody, who's at her mum's in the garden. Don't worry, her mum's is only out the back window over there in the sunshine. You love to see it. Put the sun cream on, Shayley. Thank you for all your feedback about the Super Streams as well. They kind of got swallowed up by that goal by Kenny Dougal, his second of the game. Can he get the hat trick? Blackpool 2, Lincoln 1. Blackpool headed for the Championship. Keeping up with the streams from Glasgow. Nice one. M, I think, to translate the name. Great to have you watching from Glasgow. Moral of the story, Sunderland are bad. With my situation, streams helped a lot. Good news. Good afternoon to Shayley from Ben and from Sophie. Always enjoyed your post-match reports from the car. Multiple games in the same day. I've never managed 3. Never managed 3 games in a day. Only ever 2. Maybe that's possible in London with the new schedules. But hey, 2 in a day we've done a few times, haven't we? Right, there's a free kick to Lincoln on the left-hand side. Grant is going to take it with the right foot, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Probably, I'm trying to look at the shading on the pitch, 18-24, about 32 yards out. Good delivery. Hopper was in there. They all fall down. Hopper, husband, and one other Blackpool player that I can't identify as he falls on his back. Ballard. Hopper couldn't get the head on it. Nice looking delivery. And yeah, husband does just well enough to stop him. 57 gone. Blackpool 2, Lincoln 1. What's the recipe today, Shayley? I think the recipe is sit in the sun today, isn't it? But she did make me a beautiful chicken burger about 2 hours ago, which was absolutely lovely. His husband. Do I have season tickets at every championship club? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I certainly have friends at every championship club, and that's very helpful to get in and out of stadiums. Here comes Johnson. Johnson charging away. Johnson tries to go through. Good cover by Dan Ballard. Johnson trying to hype up the Lincoln fans behind the goal. Good drive through the inside right position there. Here comes the corner taken short. Sky didn't quite catch it. It went into George Grant and it's charged down. 58-40. Corner to Lincoln. Out swinger. Flicked away at the near post. Oh, I didn't see who it was, but someone was lining a shot up there, and one of his own team, I think it was Bridcut, took it away from him. Here's Grant, feeds it through. Johnson in the box, husband, little arm in the back there. Johnson goes down, no penalty. Here come Blackpool. We'll have another look at that. Referee Harrington wasn't having it. Let's have a look. Not a lot really in that, was there? Little lever in from James' husband, but probably not enough. Although, let's be honest, after this season, we've seen anything given, for goodness sakes. Here is Bridcut. It was given away and then won back by McGrandles. And here is Walsh. Walsh goes forward early looking for Hopper. And it breaks down and Stewart plays it out to Turton. Here's Grant. Aidan, nice little skip away down the left wing. Oh, well played, Aidan. Hopper. Oh, they've kept going. Hopper tried to get there. Eden's gone all the way up the line now. Fed back. Good ball. Bridcut feeds it through. Johnson's onside. Johnson. Oh, Johnson over-engineers. He's still got the ball. Cuts it back looking for Hopper and it's cleared. Oh. Heart in mouth stuff for Blackpool there. Lincoln forcing the issue now. Brennan Johnson in the thick of it again. Good play by Aidan down the left. Nice pick out by Bridcut. Johnson beat Garbutt, cut it then back, and nobody there to finish off. I wonder if Johnson will regret not taking the shot on first time there. And in the end, the next phase is now handed over to Blackpool, and it is a throw-in. Being in Cornwall, love the streams. Don't get to visit many grounds. We need Argyle to get promoted. Yeah, that's a long old journey. I've never been to the Argyle Stadium. Am I supporting Blackpool or Lincoln? Neither, I'm afraid. I'm thoroughly neutral on this one. May the best team win. Why didn't he shoot? Shoot. Pull the trigger. Yeah. Fair point. The way things are now as well, if anyone slides in when you shoot as well, would you reckon the percentage chance of winning a handball are on every shot? Probably over 30, aren't they? Callum Morton on for Tom Hopper. Interesting. Luke says Morton coming on previous playoffs last season with Northampton on loan from West Brom. Luke, brilliant. Love it. He's just talking to Rogers. So Morton, I guess he's going to go up top if Hopper's gone off. Someone will probably smart me up in the chat. Yeah, looks like it. I have to say, Hopper, a good presence up top, good physical striker, but he was knackered, wasn't he, at the end of the second leg? Second leg of the second half of the second leg against Sunderland. Thrown in, long one down the line from Turton. And Iyoima, big clearance by him. Headed away by Husband. And out for, I think, another Blackpool throw-in. $63-33. Eureka, says Chris. We finally get to see Morton. Morton coming on, quite aggressive, puts himself about. Cheers, Allardyce. You're trying to do us here. Laugh out loud, both with both low knees. Yes, he is on from West Brom, says Luke. However, Big Sam's not the West Brom boss anymore, is he? But yeah, I'm interested in this, Iain. Checking in with fans at Superstreams. Who reckons they could get decent enough internet connection to speak to me during a Superstream at a football stadium? Or do I need to have a word and get the Wi-Fi passwords for anyone who's near the press box? Here is Turton. Blocks that and gets it clear. He'll be a little bit happier now. Turton, after scoring an own goal within the first minute, now his side leads 2-1. And will we get another third-place team winning in a playoff tournament? Now forward it goes, out to the right wing. Here is Brennan Johnson, comes in off the right. Johnson, did he have his run blocked off? He seems to want referee Harrington to think so. Referee Harrington doesn't agree. And here comes Anderson, and Brigcuts think might be going in the book here. Brigcut levers Anderson off the ball. And give him his dues. Referee Harrington, very consistent. And gives the foul. I guess Sky will show us a replay of Brennan Johnson's in the first instant. I don't think we need to see. Yeah, Brigcut knew what he was doing there, didn't he? Let's see whether Johnson was fouled or not. There was difficult ones to tell there. It is possible. So Johnson slid it through. Dougal turned. And it is possible sometimes for an attacking player to exploit that position and just literally run into their opponent. I think that's what perhaps Johnson was trying. Here's Yates in the left channel. Plenty of support, plenty of players up here. Yates, lovely ball. Garbutt into the box. Oh, and Iyoima looked like he dived in a little bit there, but Garbutt tries to pull a little bit of a trick on him, slide his foot over the top of the ball and slide by. He doesn't get round him. Another one in the channel now for Brennan Johnson to chase. He's got there ahead of Garbutt. Johnson holds the ball up. Johnson versus Garbutt. Oh, Johnson goes down again. Hits the deck a lot, doesn't he, old Brennan Johnson? It's going to be a corner, though. Right on the edge of the penalty box. Tricky customer, Brennan Johnson, in more ways than one. And it's going to be Grant with the corner for Lincoln. Grant in from the right. Two arrive in there, Walsh and Morton. Grant crosses again. I'm assuming a flag was up because it's a terrible cross by Grant. Kind of gave up on that. Simon Sadler, the Blackpool owner there. He's not called Oyston, so I guess the Blackpool fans like him. Still not a shot on goal. 64 minutes in. Here comes Gary Medine. He's just getting himself ready. And he's going to be coming on. You would think to join Jerry Yates up top. If he replaces Jerry Yates, then we know Blackpool are happy with a 2-1. And here comes Gary Medine, and Dimitri Mitchell comes off. So you'd suspect now that Emberton are going to play down the right, Anderson down the left. 4-4, F in 2, and Yates and Medine up top. Medine, you won't need me to tell you, has been around a while and is a very big, powerful bloke up top there. Chris's words, not mine. Johnson diving all over the Championship next season for Forest. Remains to be seen. Again, I'm friends with his father, so I won't go there. Not seen your Jukanovic stream yet. Give us a quick summary. I think it's a good hire. It sounds like you're still miffed at the owner, though, so you're probably not going to be happy, Ben. But no, I like Jukanovic. Really loved his Fulham team in 2018. Morton was in the left channel there. He's been penalised for a foul. As we approach 69.5 minutes. Is that enough of a time sink, Paddy, or do you want an actual proper one? Yeah. Get Tony out. Flog him now, hey? Actually, the price will be very high now, won't it? So who knows? Who knows what the bees have got up their sleeves? Headed away by Poole. Dougal, the playoff winner as things stand, knocks it forward. Medine tries to hold it up. And it's cleared by Bridcut. And here's Morgan. Sorry, Rogers. Morgan's his Christian name. Medina, 6 million striker at Cardiff. Well, they signed him and then they got the Premier League TV money, so they'd probably consider it money well spent, wouldn't they? Appleton looks like he's doing the dots in Blackpool this evening, doesn't he? He does. Looks very hench with his tattoos and his black polo shirt on, doesn't he? Big switch of play there. Oh, nice little layoff by Teo Aiden. Rogers, not Morgan. Morgan Rogers. Sounds like a bank, doesn't it? Here is McGrandles, edge of the box. Has Dougal fouled him there? McGrandles keeps going. He's still got the ball, actually. Morton tries to get there. I think Morton, has then fouled Turton. Morton is furious. The Lincoln fans behind him are furious. But the free kick has gone to Blackpool. Still find it hilarious that both Fulham and Celtic turned down Ivan Toney. Yeah, it looks like the most obvious signing in the world now. But hey, with the benefit of hindsight and a 33-goal season, easy for me to say now, isn't it? Long one down the ground from Maxwell. And Garbett sweeps it up. Here's Anderson. Oh, nice turn by Anderson there. Gone all Zidane on us. Anderson to Embleton. Spread out to Yates. Corner of the box, Yates. Step over. Back it goes to Anderson again. He wanted it on his left foot. He plays it with the right, actually. I'm wrong. Yates. Back to Anderson. Slips. Fouled, was he, by Bridcut? No. Anderson pops back up. Here's Dougal, the 2-goal man. Oh, nice ball by Dougal. Stepped over. Here's Yates. Big chance. Yates. And it trickles towards goal and is cleared away. He tried the little dink over the keeper. A really lovely dummy by Gary Medine, actually. Yates should do better with that, shouldn't he? It's a big chance. Little bit too clever for his own good. Yes, it's the right shot choice in terms of the dink, but not enough on it. If you look, his technique's not sound there. Didn't have his left foot planted. He's kind of putting his body weight forward into that, and then he doesn't get enough power on the dink, does he? Lovely dummy by Medine, though. He went all Dwight York and Andy Cole on us there, didn't he? Dougal, the Richard Wood of 2021, the unlikely 2-goal hero. A massive chance. Will they be made to pay? Here comes Rogers. Triple step over there. Oh, good feet by Rogers. He's still got it. Where's the final product? There it is. Clip to the back post. A good ball, actually. Really good play by Morgan Rogers. I challenged him to have an end product, and he did, didn't he? Floated that one into the back post. Really good play by the winger there. Morton challenging him. It's good defending by Luke Garbett, who heads it out. He's on the cover. And it's a corner now. Yorkshire, excellent watch. Thank you, Yorkshire. Very, very kind. In it comes right-footed from Grant from the corner quadrant. And here is Rogers recycling it. Rogers tries to run Stewart, and it's cleared out. It's going to be another Lincoln throw-in. Good little pressure. Since that big chance, actually, we can't say for the last few minutes because obviously Blackpool not so long ago had a 1v1. Or maybe I'm being a bit unfair on Yates there, but certainly a decent chance. Going to be another Lincoln throw. Stewart makes the tackle on Rogers, who looks at it, doesn't he? And here is Aidan. In comes the throw in from him. Rogers versus Yates onto Eden. He plays it inside. It's knocked in towards the back post. Silly from Johnson there. Tried to sort of volley it across goal, Van Basten style, and completely missed his kick. Right, we're finally going to see this interesting penalty shout. Do I watch the ball? Or do I watch Johnson? He was certainly looking for it, wasn't he? There's contact. It's inside the box. Garbutt takes the ball. Does it matter? What are the rules? I don't know. Who cares? Everyone's lost with lost with penalties now. Good game. Both teams going for it. Absolutely. Penalty that, says Brian. And I think we can open, ladies and gentlemen, the fake news sin bin there for a name I'm not going to read out, but you can say it in your own head. So, and Bridcut has fouled right on the edge of the box. Let's have a look at that. Turton. Oh, it is outside. And Bridcut's on a yellow card as well. He needs to be a little bit careful. If you want your waves emojis, I'm not going to say his name, but he's about to be blocked. And I am opening the fake news sin bin. In he goes. I can't say his name. That's all part of the game for these trolls. But yeah, let's put him in. Goodbye. Right. Free kick right on the edge of the box here. Garbutt with the left foot floats it. Medine onto the roof of the net. Bit of a lack of pace on the cross there. Medine was always going to win the header, wasn't he? That looked like the plan. Couldn't control it. Ended up Bridcut versus Medine. Whoever the blocker was there, I think it's Ballard, does a really good job to get Medine free. And here comes Iyoima. Iyoima into Morton. Husband takes up. It hasn't really worked out for Morton since he's come on. Here comes the Blackpool counter. Medine. Medine switches to play Anderson. Medine just underhit the pass, didn't he? It's a good tackle by Bridcut. At that time, I know he's committed a couple of fouls. That wasn't one. Played forward early, and time is running out for Lincoln. 77-14 on the clock. Good tackle. Yeah, agreed on that one. And here comes Grant Ward. Kessie Anderson's down, and he doesn't look like he's going to be playing on here. I think he's done. Dan Ballard is down as well with cramp for sure. Just putting some weight on that. Husband is. I think Anderson might be done as well. Looks like Ward and Hamilton are going to be coming on. Ballard is trotting away to the side. Oh, to be fair, everyone's just having a drink real quick. So CJ Hamilton and Grant Ward are going to come on. And I do have a soft spot for Grant Ward because I sat in QPR Stadium and right in front of me, I watched him do his cruciate ligament, which was horrible. Poor guy. But he's back. And he's at Wembley, Grant Ward. So good luck to him. Famously scored a hat-trick on his Ipswich debut. Anyone ever seen a player score a hat-trick on their debut? Remember when Fabrizio Ravanelli did that for Middlesbrough? Any debut hat-tricks, anybody? Get them in the chat. Right, who's coming off? Embleton, 32, is coming off for Hamilton. Hamilton trots on. And Grant Ward has come on as well. I did not see in the crowd of players. Oh, it's Anderson who's gone off. So Anderson was playing down the left and Embleton was playing down the right. So essentially, both wide men have come off. And Scully has come on. George Grant has come off. That's an interesting sub. Grant, obviously a dangerous player. Jesse Lingard, 4 on debut. Well, there you go. That gazumps the hat-trick from Kieran, doesn't it? And how good has Lingard been this season as well? Love Ward and his brief spell with us. Take it you weren't impressed. Iain, I don't judge players on playing for Ipswich over the last 3 years. It's not been a place where a player can thrive. And knocked over the top. Here's Morton. Morton trying to get in behind. Can't quite control it. And he's just been that much off it, hasn't he? Dearie me. I must have a massive water bill. Costco, my friend, is about £3 for 40 bottles. I've got to get off the Pepsi Max, haven't I? Having way too much. Brace for Dougal. Not bad for an animated dog. Anyone do the Magic Roundabout theme tune? Bing, 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 bing. Husband knocks forward the free kick. Medine, great hold up from him. Hold up. Yeah. Hamilton crosses it in, looking for Yates. Aidan on the cover. Touch and a clearance. Wayne Rooney, hat-trick on debut. Yes. Against Fenerbahce, was it? Dion Dublin, 2 in his first game and a hat-trick in his second. 5 in 2. Beautiful. Shearer scored a hat-trick. Yes, for Southampton. Yes, he did. Clive Allen, of course he did. What a player Clive Allen was. One of my favourite teams, I know it's not QPR, was the Spurs team with Clive Allen. Hoddle and Waddle. Were they there at the same time? I think they were. 81-45 on the clock. Yeah, I got the reference. Dougal and the blue hat-trick. Yes. Nice, Gazza. Medine just closes down Reagan Poole. Decent bounce that. And Medine waves the players up. Ball out of play, right over by the corner flag. And Blackpool can push the press a little bit higher. 82-20 on the clock. Blackpool are 7.5 minutes plus stoppage time from promotion. Here is Aidan. McGrand was just pulled up as well. Morton finally wins one in the air and it gets swept up by Stewart. So Hamilton is playing down the left. Grant Ward down the right. Ward plays into the channel there. Decent ball for Yates. Yates waiting for Ward. Gives it him back. Here is Ward. Good play by him. Dougal. Stewart. Stewart onto Medine. Back to Stewart. Hamilton. 1v1 with Poole down the left. Hamilton stands him up. Crosses to the back post looking for Medine. It falls to Stewart. Edge of the box. The tackle nearly falls for Yates. And Blackpool look dangerous with the 2 wingers and the 2 strikers on, don't they? A third goal would kill this off for them. Although referee Harrington has got his yellow card out again. James Husband has been booked. As Lincoln tried to clear it. Husband, he pulls down both hands on Morton's back. Morton is furious. And again, referee Harrington gets that one right, doesn't he? Fair play to him. Here is Johnson down the right. Johnson crosses it right-footed. Morton wins the header. Does not hit the target. He covers his face. And then he covers his mouth. I think he thinks he should have done better. Yeah, I was more on the Spurs 87 team rather than Diamond Lights, but there we go. 4 goals in the last 15 minutes against us, says Brian. Come on, Brian, stick with it. Mickey Quinn, 4v leads. Was that on debut, David? Who was that for? Newcastle? Unbelievable. $85 on the clock now. Blackpool, 85 minutes gone. So they are 5 minutes plus stoppage time away from promotion. Here comes Scully. His first touch down the left-hand side. 1v1 with Turton. Johnson on the back post. Morton in the middle. They need more players in the box. A decent-looking cross. Hamilton knocks it down. Oh, it's going to go loose. Oh, what a mess at the back there. Didn't ever fall for a Lincoln player, though, in a shooting position. And when Scully had that, I'm thinking it's 5 minutes to go in the playoff final. Get some players in the box, Lincoln. Need some runners there from central midfield. McGrandles, obviously Grant's not on anymore, but it did break, didn't it? Here they come again. Scully. Aidan knocks it back in to central defence. Patient as ever, Lincoln. But time is running out. Pull back to Eyoima. Eyoima, big diagonal looking for Scully, but that's going to be easy for Turton. Heads it away. Aidan. Down the line from him. A touch from Rogers given away. Blackpool go back home to Maxwell, who clears his lines 86-30. Clive Mendonca, hat-trick in the playoff final for Charlton. And we can also put Scott Sinclair in that bracket. A hat-trick for Swansea. Our 2 playoff final hat-trick heroes. Oh, did Mick Quinn do it twice then? I remember him scoring that hat-trick for Coventry. I didn't realise that was his debut. Here is Scully. Lincoln are preparing another sub. Here's Rogers. Rogers! Oh, it's a good effort. Curls it right-footed towards the far post. See how much this missed by. Good effort, good pace on it. Oh, it doesn't miss by much. Maxwell looked bothered by that one. He just doesn't... I know, to be fair, it's a good couple of metres wide, actually. And it hits hits the lady security. Just didn't get any curl on it, didn't he? Lewis Motsmer has come on for Joe Walsh. Now, Motsmer is very good from set play, so he may play up front. Let's see where he does indeed end up going. Yes, so Motsmer has gone up front, and Lincoln are playing with 1 centre-back now. They need a goal. McGrandles, hiked forward by Eyoima. Morton challenging in the air. Ballard wins it. And an offside flag has gone up, I think, against Motsmer. Beckford got a hat-trick for Preston in the League One final. Where is Beckford now? He's doing TV for Leeds. Punditing, indeed. I'm going to say that's a word. We'll give you that one. Iain, who is the new Shakespeare, who indeed invented a lot of words. Right, here comes another sub. Jerry Yates is coming off, so we get in attacking substitutions for Blackpool, defensive Attacking substitutions for Lincoln, defensive substitutions for Blackpool. Jerry Yates off, who's had a good game, hasn't he? Jordan Thornley is going to come on. You would think they're going to drop to a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-5-1 type thing here and just fill up that central midfield area. Well played, Yates. Off he goes. I'm sure he'll be in the Championship, whatever happens next season. Looks like he's going to be there with Blackpool now, doesn't he? Forward long, looking for Medine. And it's a goal kick. 89-40 on the clock. Actually looks like Hamilton's gone up front. So Blackpool haven't changed their shape. They're leaving a couple up. Poole knocks it back. 89-57, 8-9, 90 minutes. We are into stoppage time. Poole slides it forward. 4 minutes of stoppage time are going to be played, or rather a minimum of 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's another goal kick for Lincoln. 30 seconds of stoppage time, nearly done. Now here is Bridcut, who's sort of dropped in as a centre-back now. They're going to have to get the ball forward better than that. Blackpool clear their lines easily. Here's Rogers, who's a good dribbler. Did he get fouled? Referee Harrington says no, but he does say it's a throw-in to Lincoln. Can they get a long one into the box? Teo Aiden's going to take it. He's not sure quite who he's supposed to throw it to. And it goes by Aiden. A good turn by him. Aiden inside to Montsma. Up the line it goes to Morton, who is charged down. Did it go for a corner? I think it did, off Ballard. And there's always one. We have an attacking set play for Lincoln. 91-23 on the clock. Can they get the first contact from this attacking set play? Up comes Alex Palmer, the goalkeeper, as well. In it goes from the left. Here's Johnson, edge of the box, can't control it. They've got it cleared. There is no goalkeeper there. Blackpool can't win the ball, though. It's played up the line, and here comes another attack. McGrandles is fouled, and the yellow card's going to come out for 2-goal Kenny Dougal. He's thrown the ball away. He needs to be careful, actually. He's going to got a double yellow there. And we do have another attacking set play, and I suspect if Alex Palmer was up for this one, or the previous corner, he's going to be up for this one as well. How high do they dare hold the line here for this one? Scully's going to take it right-footed. Palmer is still up the keeper. Who's going to get first contact on this set play? It's not a good one, but it's still one in the box by Iyoima, although it's going to be cleared now up the line by CJ Hamilton. And Palmer is encouraged to stay up. Bridcut knocks it in long. Palmer's sort of playing as a midfielder now. It's gone loose now in the box. Oh, and there was the chance, and it's hit over the bar by Poole. I think that's probably going to be that. The last chance, I think, has just gone. And it opened up for him as well. It really did. A touch, right-footed. He's all off balance, isn't he? And it's way over the bar. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. Michael Appleton, he knows that's probably that. And Blackpool are going to be heading for the Championship. Poole hits it over the bar. And it's a goal kick, a restart for Blackpool, who are about to be promoted. They've just got to survive a few more seconds now. We're deep into stoppage time. Montsma has got a head injury, actually, which is going to mean we're probably going to play probably another minute, actually, once they do the restart. What a miss. Wrong player, wasn't it? Yeah. My stomach aches, says Helen. Nearly there. Nearly there. We're going to see Kenny Dougal's 2 goals now. The first one with the left foot through Palmer's hands. Here's the second one with the right foot. Dougal is going to be the hero with 2 goals here from midfield in the playoff final. What a performance by him. He thinks it's over. Smiling there. Monsmer has gone full Terry Butcher here. He's got the head bandaged up. Nearly there. 94-45. On the clock. Monsper's going to have to go off and come back on again. The Blackpool Scarves are swinging. They are seconds away from promotion. We've played 95. We're probably going to go up to 96, given that big, long stoppage. The ball is back in play, and it's a free kick to Lincoln, which Medine is trying his best to delay. And they probably can get this forward towards the box now. Palmer's going to hit it as far as he possibly can. We are into last chance saloon here. Monsmer wins the flick on in the bandage. Headed away by Ballard. Here's Monsmer again. Grant Ward is going to get there first. And not clever by Ward. Scully's got it now in the left wing position. We can be only seconds away now from the final whistle. Scully tries to beat his man. They've won the ball back, Blackpool. Oh, but they've given it back away. And now Hamilton wins it. And Hamilton is going to run down the clock now, is he? I think he has done so. And that is that. Congratulations to Blackpool. Kenny Dougal has scored 2 goals. The Blackpool fans celebrate. Appleton and Critchley shake hands. Kenny Dougal is mobbed by his teammates. And Blackpool are back into the championship. Congratulations to the Tangerines of Blackpool. They finished 3rd in the division. Yet again, 3rd place, promoted through the playoffs. Commiserations to Lincoln. They do not make it, and we will see you in the championship next season. Blackpool, well done. Critchley, Garbutt, Dougal, they're celebrating. Kevin Stewart, the central midfielder. Blackpool have done it. Neil Critchley in his first year as a full-time manager. Remember, under 23s for Liverpool. Before that, the Blackpool ownership celebrate. The Blackpool fans celebrate. Congratulations, all you Blackpool fans in the feed as well. Well done. Brilliant stuff. Lots of congratulations in the chat. I can't read them all out. Well done. We've had Helen and Brian in through the whole Pat as well, who are Blackpool fans. Congratulations to you guys. Brilliant stuff. Tangerine Dreams, absolutely. Adam says dominant from Blackpool. They have been the best team in the playoffs, haven't they? Well done to Blackpool. And before you go, click like on the stream. Thank you to Rock today. Great commentary. Much appreciated. You are very, very welcome. Thank you, everybody. That is our last domestic game of the season. And tomorrow we'll be predicting Southgate 7, and then it'll be Euros all the way. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm busting for the toilet after drinking about 5 bottles of water during the stream. So I'm going to wish you a fond farewell. Remember, Blackpool fans, if you're joining us now on the channel, hit subscribe. We'll be all over it in the championship next season. Commiserations, Lincoln fans. And we know our 24 now, no more Brentford, but they are going to be replaced by Blackpool. Congratulations to the Tangerines. And it is a big over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.